We are loving our time on the Gold Coast of Australia for stop 6 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. We've got Jordy Smith taking on Imaikalani 'deVault here in the round of 32, heat 13. A lot of wave activity, a lot of chunky sections. We've seen a mix of power surfing, big airs, and that's what both these guys are made of.
Like I.deVault, as we see Jordy having a look. Oh, sorry, that's Imai on the inside.
Imaikalani just up and out, trying to just find a piece of the bank to work with, knowing he's got a giant name sitting next to him in the water.
Constantly, because he's just so good. Here he goes now.
Bottom drops out on the sandbank, up and down. So both these guys fishing through this churning lineup. You know, Jordy's been on a lot of surf trips with Julian. He's probably thanking his old rival for helping him out in the title race. Chipping it off the top is Imaikalani. Nice easy pace for the natural footer. He's got a lot of power, a lot of progression, slams it right there. Nice transition through the lip again. Frames that fading cutback, and he will step off there. Imai's one of those athletes that could have a crazy free surf career and make crazy signature movies. A few elimination round losses. Richie, here we go.
Yeah, smooth wave here for Imaikalani 'deVault, and just a nice carving turn off the top. Really, he sees the opportunity down the line here. The wave starts to cup out, and you can see the maneuvers start to get a little bit more angular. Big swooping carve to finish off. So just really stitching this wave together with a few nice turns. And this is going to be the first semi-decent score on the board. As you can see, just comes off the ski there.
Let's see if he can translate that right now in this heat, and here he goes.
Thank you, Kaipo. In motion, Jordy Smith, snap to slide. 6'3", 196 pounds. The South African digs in another nice slice there. Throws it off the lip. Nice combos, changing directions with variety. Belts it through the lip line. And now just tidying up the end section. Couple more blows there, using a lot of the wave files that gave him a lot of goodness in the past.
Oh, big hook off the top to start this wave for Jordy. Swooping cutback, just stays in the pocket so well. And the timing of these maneuvers, really well done from Jordy. Connects there. And then this wave just kept giving all these little mini sections down the line as it doubled up on the sandbar. Jordy did well to just keep that board moving under his feet, keep all that momentum, giving himself enough speed to really...
And now it's Imai's turn. 'deVault throwing that first wrap and steps off, so Imai's wave previous, 4.67. And now Jordy kicking out of his best so far.
Chess match, really. You know, someone makes a move, then someone makes another move. We see Imai just blasting that first turn.
From David Silva, breaking down these challenging conditions. A lot of credit given to Leo Fioravanti. So much respect from the Brazilian goofy footer as he's moving on, knowing that the cut's approaching and we catch up to a little back and forth exchange. So he loved that experience as we see the last of Jordy, Laura.
Yeah, Jordan's a nice float down the line, then getting a bit stuck. So this wave not really giving him too much to work with, but he's just going to work it through anyway and finish it off. And
it is a big relief for these surfers to know they're surfing a complete season and also kicking off the year next year in 2026. Imaikalani 'deVault punching out a couple little sections. Driving into the pocket on that rapid cutback, and Imai will prepare for the next exchange, chasing down a 5.6 to catch up to Jordy Smith.
Finished that one, but Imai, this was a really nice wave, but it was quite down the line. He does a sort of down the line snap there, and here you're hoping you could kick the tail a bit and just sort of working down to try get a big critical end turn, and finishes up here with a nice wrap. So gets that direction change. He's so smooth to watch and change things up and kind of go in with a fresh perspective and a fresh feel. And as we say, Jordy on an important wave.
Flowing down the line, nice connection there. Jordy Smith finds a nice one to drift the fins out the back. And frames up that cool little slashback well. Throwing down the fins and an easy slide back into connection with this inside little dribbling section, but gosh, look how connected he is, how fired up he is, knowing that he's ditching a 3.93 there.
His approach. Let's have a look here on Jordy's ride. So he did plenty of work down the line here, tags that first section, comes around this one beautifully, actually kind of releases the tail off the second turn and the third, gets a nice little pivot off the top, and he gouges into the face of that one. Pops a little air rev and doesn't quite do the full rotation, so recorrects. And then, yeah, just working.
And now it's going to continue here, Laura. Wow, I.deVault timing that wedge. He got just in front of it. Can he fit in the finish? And he gets there in time.
Wow.
So an interesting read when you've got kind of that wedge in front of you.
All the way to the end of these waves and showing some emotion here. Yeah. And then Imai just full tail release slide straight into a closeout blow tail.
But I always thought that perspective was always unique for Jordy, going, hey, I want to try everything out that's out there to make sure I'm not missing anything from the world's best shapers, as we've got Imai snapping, punting. Wow, going for the big full road in the flats. That would have been a gigantic combination. His last wave was his best, a 5.73, putting himself in a great position to climb up even further in the final five. He goes back-to-back with wins over Imai from Bells to Burleigh, and will be surfing again into the round of 16.